Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over me hitting level 72 and 73. I'm going to be giving you some tips and we're going to be looking at some footage, but not only that, we're going to see the results of the 71 to 72 grind as far as the shiny or 100s, and then we're also going to be maxing out 3 Pokemon, very interesting ones, nothing boring. So we'll see what we have going on here, and I'll give you a few tips as to what you should do for those power-ups and everything else in between as we go through this here. So with that said, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And let's go ahead and hop into this. I'll go ahead and throw this video up right now. All right, so for the 1 million Stardust that you have to collect, this can come naturally as you play. But if you're trying to speed it up a little bit, what I personally did is I used Palkia's Spatial Rend so that I can have a further reach. And I went to all the cluster spots that I can find. Now, I was grinding from around, let's say, noon yesterday until about 10 or about 10:30 p.m. yesterday. So it was a long grind because here in Anchorage, we do not have big things like a city, okay? We do have some pretty decent places, and we have an amazing group of people that go out here and make Pokestops that turn into gyms and all that good stuff and power spots, but it's still a little bit lackluster in some areas, so you do have to trek around. So obviously have an incense going, and then just constantly move, okay? And have eggs incubated, a star piece running. If you don't have enough star pieces to continuously have them running, then when your eggs are about to hatch, then make sure you turn it on then, because that's when you're going to get the most boost as far as Stardust at one point in time, okay? So that's essentially what I did for this here. The other one where you're just going to have to wait every single day to do a route, well, that's just annoying. How do other people get ahead? Some people got it sooner and some people are glitching. Take it up with Niantic. I made a video about it. Maybe we'll talk about that again soon in the future here. All right, so this is going to be me transitioning into 72. So what you're going to have to do for the next one is purify 100 shadow Pokemon. So make sure you start collecting those now so that you're going to be ready to go. I had plenty. I did a whole bunch of these grunts as I was collecting the Stardust, so I was ready to go for this here. I did purify some that I had just lying around, and it was kind of nice to clean out my inventory as well, because I had a bunch that I didn't really need hanging around anyways. So yeah, this is the final one, and we're gonna go ahead and see what we have going on here. And it was 73 that I really wanted because of those glasses, and we're gonna hit that. We'll show you all this in just a second here. All right, so we went around the route. We went around, that's why it glitched like that, but whatever. We're gonna get our cell here, very good. I'm not gonna send a gift right now. I was too excited, I don't care about that. Let's just get this over with. Oh my goodness, this grind was so annoying for that Stardust. Again, if you live in a big city, you're like, that's easy. Yeah, I know, I get it. That's why come here and play and see what you can do, okay? So yeah, that makes a big difference. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and finish that off. And there we go. We've got the platinum medals all the way up. So 72, what are we gonna get? So we caught 2,986 Pokemon, 869 Pokestop spin, and then there's some kilometers there. Rare Candy XL, Pass, Lucky Egg, Ultra Balls, berries. The berries are ridiculous. That's ridiculous. All right, so what do we have to do now? Let's go ahead and take a look here if we want to tap on it. I don't know why I just let it sat here. What is going on? All right, so we're gonna have to do a few things, so we're gonna get into that. I don't know why it's just sitting there. All right, so 100 shadow Pokemon purified, power up a Pokemon to their max, 3 of them, and then win 30 raids. I did finish that 30 raids today. I just got done putting all this together here. So let's go ahead and get this done now. The maxing out a Pokemon, that's something I don't want to just jump into. I want to actually, we'll go over exactly what you want to do. But this is the results from 71 71 to 72. I caught a ton of shiny Pokemon out here grinding. This really did bring out the grind back for me, and I was really I was enjoying it. You know, it was a long grind. I didn't have to get it all done, but I'm trying to, you know, get this done really fast. All right, so this is going to be the last Pokemon that I'm going to purify out of the 100. So this is 100 here, and I don't know why I'm checking it. I pretty much transferred every single one of them, so we'll get rid of that. And we're going to go ahead and get that medal for the purification, which is also nice. It's going to be the gold. I don't have the silver or the platinum quite yet, but that's all right. What are we doing here? We're going to collect some more Stardust. I'm not sure why I included all this, but we'll go ahead and look at it. Make sure you're collecting all that as well. And what do we have going on here? What do we got? Power up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at this. All right, so now we're going to go. I wanted to go with Mew, but here's the screw up part that I did. The shiny Mew is in Great League. The other Mew, the regular one, is powered up to level 40. If I power up the shiny, then I won't have one in the Great League. For whatever reason, I don't know, I don't want to take it out. I don't think we'll get another Mew anytime soon, so I don't want to power it up. So unfortunately, I'm not going to go with the regular Mew. I really wanted the shiny, so we're going to go ahead and pass on powering this up, although it is a pretty awesome option if you do have it. Keldeo is another pretty decent Pokemon, but the IVs are just too garbage for me to use it right now, even though I'm going to pick something with worse IVs, because I have a particular use for it, and that is going to be this one here, Marshadow. Okay, this one, it has the worst IVs. I will be using my golden bottle cap on this, or the next one, or the last one that we're going to be powering up. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the Rare Candy XLs for this thing, because we are sitting on plenty of them, so we can easily do this, and it is going to be passing 4,000 combat power, which is going to be very nice. All right, there we go. We pulled the trigger, and we maxed out the Marshadow finally. We have all the rare candies we need, so we're going to be looking good to go. I'm pretty excited to use a golden bottle cap on this one day, and we will be getting a shiny, better believe it. Now for the next one here. Now here's another tip. If we, you got to think about Dynamax and Gigantamax, okay? I went with the mythical Marshadow because I know we're not going to get no Dynamax or no Dynamax of it anytime soon. Inteleon is the best water type attacker in the Gigantamax Dynamax scene for now, at least the Dynamax Pokemon. It is going to be the most fragile, but I can use it to swap in, use its Hydro Cannon. When it gets to Community Day, I will use an Elite Charge TM, and this is what you want to think about. Dynamax and Gigantamax. I wanted to go with this Clone Charizard because it is a 15, 4, or a 10 or something like that, which is actually pretty good, but I have like 7 Charizards powered up. I really don't want to make another one here. It would make it unique, but we'll go ahead and pass on that for now. I was looking at other costume Pokemon, like what can we go with? Because again, if I max something out right now, it's going to get a Dynamax, and I'm going to have to max out another one, you know? And if you're not thinking about that, that's perfectly fine. You can live in that world all you want. I'm living in a world where I like to prepare for the future. So we're going to go ahead and skip on that for now and actually do something that's good and useful. And we're going to go with the shiny Galarian Zapdos, because we're not going to get a Dynamax of this, I don't think, anytime soon, and it's just a good one. I did get it from the research that we did pay for. It is best buddied. Unfortunately, the IVs aren't the best. They're not the worst. It's not going to hit 4,000 even when I do equip it with best buddy, but it's still a fun option. So those are the Pokemon that I was going to be powering up there for you. I feel like those are good options, and I'm happy with them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and finish off the last raid here out of the 30 before we do hit the next level. That's going to be 73. So we're going to go ahead and catch this annoying Typhlosion. Get in the bag, boy. And there we go, 73, and we're looking good. So this one did go a lot quicker. I did finish it off fairly fast. And the next one is going to be pretty tedious. That is going to require finishing 250 research tasks and field research tasks. And then also, what is the other annoying one? It's, oh, the kilometers. Right, that's going to be something. I can get that one done, no problem. There's a lot of places where I can get kilometers in fairly easy. Look at this 100. I got that today. It was my first raid that I did of the day, and it was my third one of these raids. So I just went ahead and put in the rare candy, rare candies, and powered it up, or at least evolved it. And I'm not going to power it up for now. I'm just going to keep it like that. But I got 100 already, and I got a ton of shinies, which I'm going to be transferring. Okay, you better believe it. But there you go. There are my tips. Now, as far as the field research tasks, a few tips here. You may want to collect a couple of the same ones and then do them all together. All right, simple as that. Aside from that, yeah, it's just about how fast you can do it. How many Pokestops do you have to get all these freaking field research to complete this? I know we have plenty because, again, we do have a great community that are throwing up a whole bunch of Pokestops lately, so I will be able to get that done. But there you have it, folks. We're out here grinding, so if you're like, whoa, the video content slowed down, probably ain't nobody noticing. Hey, all right, we're still going to get something up every day, but I'm going to be out here grinding, so yep, let's see what we got next. This one's going to be a doozy, so let's see how fast I can complete it. Pretty confident in it. But thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.